close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands. We'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. Getting stronger, step by step. Clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe. In strength now I'm the only one. Only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. My life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
live still? I still need POVs. What's up, everyone? Coach Jonathan here today, the Apex Legends coach. I'm here to cast Marvel Rivals for everyone today. So we have our Camp Hill team in our official match. I forget exactly who we are playing against. So yeah, you have me today. We're going to be casting some Marvel Rivals. First match of the season. Kind of excited for the team. I myself have been coaching some of the players as well on Tuesdays for the training day. So I know a lot of these guys and gals, and I'm kind of excited to see them play together for the very first time in a competitive setting. So that's awesome. That being said, the roster that we have today, Camp Hill 1, that player's name is Owen. They will be playing support today. We have Lock and Sham, or Lachlan. He is one of our DPS players. We have Animal Team. Her name is Evie. Evie will be playing support as well today. Orcs the Taken One is Aiden, a DPS player who also plays. You've also seen him playing Overwatch for Camp Hill as well, so that's really cool. Camp Hill 5 is Landon. He plays tank. He's also one of our Valhallan Overwatch players. And VidGod is Cam. He will be playing tank today as well. I believe some pick and bans were going through. We were waiting on them. I think it was Venom and Iron Man that they chose to ban. I wasn't quite around yet for our bans, so we'll kind of see how it goes as production for the custom lobby goes through. That being said, with Marvel Rivals coming out recently, it's been very refreshing and very exciting game to not only play for myself, but a lot of our players and a lot of our students here at Valhalla Camp Hill have been very much enjoying the game. A lot of them, it's like a breath of fresh air, especially for our Overwatch players who have been playing Overwatch for a very long time. Overwatch 2's been out for a while, so, you know. Marvel Rivals has been a very, very warm, welcoming game for everybody here at Valhalla and Camp Hill, and I'm excited for the competitive. Let's see anything in the... I believe... Okay, so we did host. Okay. And it looks like first... I don't know if we did map bans yet already, or map picks. Looks like it's Convoy on Spider Islands, Tokyo 2099. That Convoy map is actually really, really fun. That very first opening of the map is very confined. It's pretty much one giant doorway going in, and then there's a spot that you can go to the left that you can try to play for the high ground on the left to try to force the defending team off of. But it's very fun map defensively, especially as a tank player. It keeps everything nice choked up together. So I'm not sure exactly what our pick's going to be tonight. We're going to see some of the character picks come up now. Composition coming in. We do have the Iron Man, so I guess we actually didn't get the Iron Man ban. Not quite sure. So we're going to go here. We have the Gamma squad plus the respawn team. So what I mean by that is the Gamma squad is Strange, Hulk, and Iron Man have a team up, which is the Gamma trio, we call it. Where Iron Man gets the extra 300 damage with the Unibeam, as a huge DPS buff. I actually have pick and bans for us, so we're playing against Valhalla and St. John's today. So good luck, have fun to our competitive team and St. John's. Bans were Venom, Hawkeye, Hela, and Iron Fist. So that's very interesting. So we won't see the Venom team up out of the symbiote. If you know what the symbiote team up is, allows Spider-Man and Penny to have Venom-like abilities, like his shift, which pretty much like tethers you to players and does damage over time, which is actually getting buffed this Friday. Hawkeye and Hela, very strong DPS characters, kind of hit scan, really, really strong. And we have some action going in already. So we have the Groot on St. John's. Camp Hill, Valhallen is defending. We see the typical DPS on top of the tower to try to get some angles. Hulk here is going to be playing a little off on the side here, waiting for a dive to happen. The backline goes in. We have magic in our backline. Hulk suppresses and takes out that backline. Nice. Very nicely done there. That Hulk silence or sleep, excuse me, really did the trick there. We have the Ankh coming in from the enemy Moon Knight as well. Strange is going to be doing that front lining. He's going to be getting that shield and doing the melee whip combination. I'd like to see Hulk play pretty much where he's at right now. We don't want to dive too far into their back line as Hulk. Keep line of the supports. Lachlan takes down the enemy Moon Knight as well. We have the Magic jumping into the back line once again. Loki is going to take care of Star-Lord. Lachlan goes down, although we do have the revive. It was either with the Cocoon, or don't think it was the ultimate. So it was the Cocoon res that comes in. We're going to keep that up. Hulk goes in and dives in and takes out Loki. We have Magic in the back line once again. A very good sleep coming out of Hulk. That should take care of the Magic. And Groot is now moving the convoy forward. Now, shield ult. Or, excuse me, not the shield ultimate, but the shield from Hulk. If you did not know, when you bubble your teammates and the enemy breaks the bubbles, it actually brings ult charge in. We'd see a Moon Knight ult coming in, keeping us off of the point. Iron Man ult coming through. Iron Man takes care of the Magic. And then we have the Groot-Hulk matchup. This is pretty much a big stagger here. We're going to clean him out here. Yeah, very nice hold from Camp Hill, and a very good push attempt from St. John's. For a moment, I thought it was going to work out. The Moon Knight ult keeping us off and going forward, but a lot of backline picks coming in, and the revive of Star-Lord, allowing that to keep going, allowed us to hold the defense there. Very good attempt. Hulk's going to dive into the backline here as well. We have the Hulk POV for you guys. He's going to take down the Groot on the tank battle there. We see more picks coming in for Iron Man. Iron Man really just giving any trouble here. Without the Hela Hawkeye pick and playing Iron Man really doesn't have much DPS contention unless you're trying to match that with an Iron Man of your own to try to diff them, or perhaps even a Bucky pick would allow for opportunity to take out the Iron Man. That dive going in, we're going to see Adam Warlock self-res there. Groot pushing the objective forward. We have the Ankh. We also see a Cloak and Dagger ult coming in. Can't sit there on the Cloak and Dagger ult, allowing them to take space with the convoy. We're going to see the Hulk dive into the back line here, and it's just going to be a backline brawl here. That being said, let's go move over to another POV for you guys. Let's get that Iron Man cam going in here. The Iron Man, I believe that is out of Aiden here. For Camp Hill. Iron Man really is not contested here. That's a really big problem when it comes to art. Actually, as soon as I speak it into existence, we're going to have an Iron Man versus Iron Man matchup here. That being said, with the Iron Man matchups, again, with Iron Man not being contested up into the air and allowing him to kind of do free range here, you see what they're trying to do there, trying to get the high ground and contest our Iron Man. Look at this angle that we get for Iron Man here. Just free reign up in the air, allowing to do a lot of splash damage coming down and in, and working on that pulse cannon. He gets a kill there as well. We're going to see the Cloak and Dagger go down. We just, the cookies crumble. Although the Moon Knight ult comes out and is able to match the numbers, we have the enemy Iron Man match up here at the top, but that is just not enough. That is a good push attempt from St. John's, and a very, very good hold out of Camp Hill. Now we're going to see the attacking side of things there. I want to move over to our Star-Lord POV here. Lachlan playing Star-Lord. We saw the Iron Man differential there. Want to check out our other DPS players. We've seen the tank matchup working very well. Hulk being able to dive into the back line when things get nitty-gritty. That being said, let's look at the scoreboard here. Hulk goes without a single death Our tanks were able to outlive everything else. Our support players doing a very good job. Out of Evie and Owen doing a very good job on their support roles. The thing about this composition with the revive of Adam Warlock, Mantis is very, very prevalent, very, very strong in the support category, along with Luna Snow. Along with the Gamma DPS buff, the bans just really went into the favor of Camp Hill. Definitely no symbiote matchup, although symbiote matchup is also a very good brawl composition. But that would require a really coordinated Spider-Man. You would probably have to do the Penny matchup as well with the Venom, but since Venom is banned, you're just not going to see that. A big thing to pay attention to is notice how Camp Hill peeled out from the left side versus going into the main gate. That's in case if any strange portals try to spawn trap a team. We know that Iron Man matchup is in the air, so we're seeing Star-Lord actually focus a little bit to make sure that we keep that air superiority with the Iron Mans in check. Iron Man has been taken down, therefore that reigns supreme high ground for our DPS players moving in, and this should be a very, very good pending push. Iron Man's also going to take out their Star-Lord, so that's both DPS players down. This is the dive, the back line in to take out the Loki. Star-Lord goes in and does his flips and tricks like he's a circus animal, and that is a very, very clean and successful push out of Valhalla and Camp Hill. GG's St. John's, a very, very interesting map 1. Things to take note out of that, ladies and gentlemen, is the ban system, okay? So since the Gamma Trio and the Respawn, the Revive team, was not affected in the pick and bans, that makes this comp very, very strong in a competitive setting and high-level ranked because everyone just defaults to taking out Hela and Hawkeye, which are very, 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 very strong DPS characters. Yeah, so the pick and bans really just went in favor of Camp Hill outside of just playing some very, very, very textbook Marvel rivals. That being said, we're going to go into a brief intermission between games. I'm going to bring you a little bit more analytical, just some analytical work for you guys. Marvel Rivals has only been out for almost a month now. That being said, a lot of players are still learning the game. A lot of compositions are still being developed in the competitive scene. And traditionally, a lot of characters that you'd like to see on like the support side of things, you see a lot of Jeffs. People love just dealing with his ultimate where he just swallows everybody up. Well, we can note that the group pick coming out of tanks versus a heavy brawl comp. Things about the tanks or the strategy, or not the strategists, the vanguards in Marvel Rivals is basically based off of composition. Some of the tanks shine better than others, right? Strange is pretty heavily dominant in the current meta anyway with that shield plus his melees and that charge up. He has a charge up ability that can do a lot of damage too. That allows tanks to live longer. Allows a lot of tanks to live a lot longer, and then with a really, really strong support meta out of Mantis, Luna, and Adam Warlock, keeps a lot of players alive for a lot longer. And then the DPS changes with the bans going in. You saw that the Iron Man matchup. Yeah, really, you're just going to see a lot of Iron Man tonight. Expect bans going in for Iron Man if they don't already default to the Hela combination. They might try to break up this Gamma trio. But yeah, other than that, that was map 1, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go into a brief break. They're going to go over maps and bans again, and I will join you back here real soon. Thank you.
Just like the street lights lit this town like a
What is up, everyone? Coach Jonathan here, back at it again to cast another Marvel Rivals map. I actually have all the cool picks and bans and map for you guys. We're playing on Asgard. The bans going into this matchup have been Iron Man, Luna, Iron Fist, and Moon Knight, okay? The Iron Man and the Iron Fist bans coming out of St. John's, and the Luna Moon Knight bans coming out of Valhalla and Camp Hill. We locked Loki and Penny Parker, so now you guys are going to get to see the symbiote matchup that I talked about in the previous round, as long as also with the Iron Man ban, we're going to see a flex pick here. That being said, let's take a look at another POV. Let's check out a little bit of support. We're going to check out, I believe it's Eevee playing the Mantis, so we're going to get a little support pick here. The Venom is out. Venom full slept off of the drop. A Venom Battle of the Fates. Magic diving into the back line here. Magic is going to TP out, and then kills going in on the tank side of things. Punisher taken out. We see the Cloak and Dagger, the Rocket Raccoon taken out as well. Going in, that is a clean team wipe on the side of Camp Hill. The Penny Nest comes down. That's going to hold objective space. We see their enemy Venom coming in from St. John, playing on the Chandelier. We also see some Jeff gameplay here for the supports as well. Notice that there is no Iron Man, so we have the Hela pick coming out of Aiden as well. Owen should be on Jeff, excuse me, because he is a Jeff main. So we have our supports, Mantis, Eevee. Jeff is Owen. And that magic right there actually gets taken down, but Rocket Raccoon has the ability to revive one teammate off of his respawn or his revive beacon. So those being set, people, if you set that around corners, you can revive one of your teammates playing as Rocket Raccoon. Seeing a lot of leafing tanks, a lot of leafing DPS players, and what separates a learning or newer Mantis player versus a current Mantis player with experience is the encouraging. You definitely want to DPS encourage a lot of your characters, keep those cooldowns on cooldown, and always encourage your teammates, which allows them to do more damage going in. And then, of course, the heals here. We're good here. I'm also now co-casting with Coach Christian of Valhalla and Camp Hill, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Christian, welcome to the table.
Hey, you know, thank you. First of all, it's an honor and a blessing to be up here as the I guess the co-caster. Typically, I'm the primary, so. Oh,
I know. I get to split the payload today.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So going in, we had 2 clean wipes going in. I see on your screen there you have the Jeff POV. That is Owen. Jeff is our lovely Landshark support character. You want to, enlighten me on some of your Marvel Rival knowledge? Or
Yeah,
are we
absolutely.
Pick today?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a Luna main. I'm a Luna Snow main.
Luna Snow main.
Typically healer kind of guy, so I know most of the healer kits. I've been playing the game quite a bit, just having fun with it. So I'm pretty familiar with most of the characters, not crazy familiar with all of them. So it'll be really interesting to see how the team comp is going. And I mean, it looks like that was a 100-0 in that last round.
It
so
was 100-0.
hopefully we see that again.
Also notice the scoreboard flex. Nobody died even.
Oh, wow.
We have 15 assists on the support characters. All the tanks made it through the mess, and our DPS players are playing together, playing off their heels. Very, very clean game going in. There's also a lot of ult utility. I see almost a Jeff ult. We have a Mantis ult here very, very soon, I imagine, off the break. And then we'll get some Hela gameplay in here on my side of the screen. We have a Hela ult as well, so I don't think we used any of our ults. I think we just might as well have saved them. I think Jeff ult might have went in there based off the percentage, but other than that, off the break here.
Yeah, and this is actually a really good point for Jeff, so could potentially see a game-changing ult, assuming that they need to use it.
It's a very open ult. Very open ult. All right, so we have the Groot going down. The tank battle today has been very interesting. I've seen a lot of Groot going in against a very heavy brawl comp. Along with outside the DPS duels, very much not just very controlling of this point here.
Yeah, they're going to have to watch. I did see Campbell's Venom go down, so currently only with 1 tank, seeming, though, to be able to handle the point only with that 1 tank. We're going to see the Jeff ult come out.
Yeah, so that Jeff ult there got pretty much canceled by the Groot wall. That's one of the big counters to Jeff. Those who don't already know, if Groot can wall off the Jeff or wall at his feet and play on the wall, they do not interact and you can't get swallowed. So that was a very good counter to our Jeff
Absolutely,
ult there.
and we saw the Punisher come through ult as well. And Punisher is one of the few characters that can't be CC'd in his ult, which is why he was not swallowed up in that.
Very true. That was a very good catch.
So potentially a little bit of a misplay from the Jeff ult. But nothing major, nothing that's going to make or break the game.
No, clearly not. Nothing too busy over here because we are now pushing towards their spawn side and preventing them from getting even relatively close to the point. Our DPS players are doing a very good job of keeping them at bay, and our tanks are alive still. We see that Venom Penny combination with the symbiote matchup. They're honestly really hard to deal with. And we have a hello calling down. Here we go.
Yep. And the Mantis popped their ult as well. I don't know when that happened. Must have missed that, but we see the Hell ult just kind of do its job right there.
Yeah, the ace is right there. Aiden just absolutely ate on the Hella ult there. As you see, 19-0, and we still have the symbiote ultimates as well. That Penny one really keeps points safe, and the Venom ult, which is actually getting a buff Friday, if you didn't know, pretty much really does a good job at softening up teams in a group and displacing them. So I'm very interested to see if they come out here.
Yeah, we're going to have to see a push here from the other team, and there goes the Groot. That's a huge loss for them to start an engagement that they need to win. And there it is.
Yeah, that is a very, very clean round coming out of Camp Hill. Actually, that's the map, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually the map.
Just as quickly as you were talking about it.
I feel like I blinked and the game was over. That being said, that out of that opening, that last push, very good sleep or grab coming out of Penny to stop the Groot in motion. And then, honestly, the team just dive-balled in. We saw the Hella gameplay go through. Just a very coordinated gameplay out of Camp Hill tonight.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we see the Hella MVP, and I think just based on the ult, she deserves it. Just really good timing of the ult and really good gameplay of the Hella so far.
Yeah, AK damage is nothing to be frowned upon. And 23-0 with an assist. I'm not quite sure where the assist came from. That kind of snuck in because that Hella gameplay was textbook.
I think that was the Hella ult too.
That was, wow, very nicely done coming out of Aiden on the Hella. We have Lachlan on the Star-Lord also going 18-0. Just didn't drop a single death there. That was very good. Hats off to our support players of Owen and Evie who are keeping the team alive.
I'd love to see Evie on the Mantis. Mantis, probably one of the best healers in the game, if not the best healer in the game. So
have to hard agree. Mantis.
Yeah,
I feel like Mantis has no business doing as much damage as she
Absolutely
does.
not.
You dive
Absolutely
a Mantis,
not.
you get slept and then taken down.
Yeah, Mantis being a very crucial healer. It's nice to see that someone is on. Of course, it hurts that a Luna Snow main, no one's on my
Luna
main.
ban,
But
yeah, you came up here just for the ban. That was not the case last
yep.
game. Came in for that ban. That was tough. But rightfully so. A Luna ult is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Cancels majority of the ultimates. The only way to take her out is like a Magneto or an Iron Man. It has to be an instant DPS kill for that. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but this is a crazy trick that I learned on Luna the other day, that if you set her ultimate change between DPS and healing to scroll wheel and you spin it, you can DPS and HP boost at the same time. It's actually insane.
And the healing and the damage boost drop off. It doesn't drop off at all.
No, not at all.
It's insane.
I mean, it's harmful to the eyes to watch the ultimate, but the DPS and the heals is just insane. I saw a TikTok on it, and I was like, I will never see Luna play
As soon as I learned
game.
that tech,
it was
my
insane.
whole gameplay changed. I was like, every time I popped that ult, I was spamming.
You just spin your scroll wheel, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually crazy to see actually in play. So rightfully so for the Luna ban.
Yeah, absolutely.
going into continuing to talk about bands, you weren't quite up here yet, but for the Iron Man matchup, the textbook hella gameplay you noticed out of Aiden was also a scary Iron Man show previously.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That explains the Iron Man band. And I think St. John's, I think they favor a more traditional Overwatch kind of composition with the that poking DPS versus brawl comps. So we saw a lot of Iron Fist bans today. Venom was also banned in the first map, so I think taking him to the fisticuffs today really set up the pacing for today's matchup.
Yeah, and you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume we see new bans after every full match.
That is
so
that is
some
correct.
new bans coming up for this hopefully final match of the series. Of course,
there is another one. Yep. That's currently what they're going over right now is new maps, new bans. So we will peel off for another break. You will see Christian and I up here once again here very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Valhalla in Camp Hill, and we will see you soon.
Absolutely.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know
Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it once again. Myself, Coach Jonathan, and Coach Christian here for another Marvel Rivals map.
Yes.
And they are already started. We are that excited to get into the gameplay here. So, all right, let's see what we're going here with. I believe we went with the Gamma Trio based off of bands once again.
Yep. Yes, can confirm. I see the Hawkins Strange on my screen.
All right, and then we have the Adam Warlock pick as well. Once again, I believe a Mantis. We have a Mantis,
yes,
right?
Mantis.
Okay, so Eevee would be on Mantis. We have Adam Warlock out of Owen. And this is the Symbiote Venom map. So this is a map not only with tight corridors, but also you can use the Symbiote plants to get to different high grounds and cut off certain chokes as well. So this is
Correct.
going to be an interesting one.
I hate this map.
Okay, well, there you have it. I was going to ask for the Coach Christian feedback, but he's like, this map is not my favorite,
I
clearly.
hate this map. There's stupid Venom symbiote things that you can break. Always get broken in like the worst moment, and they get in my way. I hate them.
They get in the way, or you get trapped when you're trying to
Yes,
retreat, and then it's
yes.
like, okay, well, if that wall wasn't there, I would have lived, guys, I swear. That being said, we have a very aggressive hold here, moving up and taking a lot of space. Kind of concerning because I'm not seeing a tank player from the Strange POV, or the Adam Warlock POV, excuse me. Oh, there is the Strange though, so he's got a bodyguard.
And we saw actually a really good flank. You guys didn't get to see it too much, I don't think, but the Star-Lord came through trying to 1v1 Iron Man, but luckily Eevee on Mantis was able to come back and provide some additional support.
Oh, interesting. Family has each other's back, huh?
Yep, of course.
That being said, we almost have the Warlock ult. I wish I could toggle and see their ult economy.
Yeah, I could tell you we're at 97 on Mantis, so we are. Actually, I can go through. It's not on stream. We got Mantis ult confirmed.
We just had the Mantis self-res, actually. Someone got absolutely picked for a moment. We have Groot on the high ground as well.
We're at 75 on Star-Lord. We have Iron Man ult is live.
You know, that doesn't surprise me.
Hulk ult at 50-ish%. And Strange ult at about 60 to 65, so.
I see. So, well, I mean, in fairness, the tanks really haven't been able to get to play the game too much, especially off of a melee composition like the Hulk.
Yeah,
so that surprises nobody. The Adam Warlock ultimate comes in, is able to save the team, bring them back up to hold at full strength. We do see a Luna ult walk up, and we saw the Namor ult. We saw the big whale come in and do some damage. Outside of that, it looks like
I believe our Mantis, I believe Eevee used her ult there as well. So.
All right, so a little trade of ults and holding that space. DPS players are doing DPS things. Lachlan is just in there. That's not even his ult, by the way. He's just in there getting picks.
Yeah, no, he's just vibing on Iron Man right now.
Very strong hold out of Camp Hill. Let's see what St. Paul has to cook on this. Oh, actually, we have a backyard brawl going on here.
Strange just setting the tone, really just making sure no one can break through his wall, his defenses, which is what you love to see from your Strange.
Oh, absolutely. A DPS Adam Warlock moment there. That burst going down onto there. Luna going over to a Strange POV. Let's see how Cam is doing on the Strange. We have the Star-Lord ult going through. We have they're mugging him over here. They're jumping on him.
We have to talk about Lachlan. Just so carefree. Just pushes Groot and one of their other characters. I didn't get to see who it was. It just decides to use the ult to clean up some kills, and very quickly we are at the end of round 1.
Yeah, these convoy matches sometimes 4 minutes goes by so quickly, but sometimes 4 minutes just feels like an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if you actually make way with the convoy after you capture it. Very interesting stuff. And then we get to see a lovely preview of the squadron. That Gamma trio is still there. We have the Mantis and the Adam Warlock there for the reses, and then DPS players. We got that Iron Man back at it again, and Lachlan, who has avoided trouble on Star-Lord all night.
Absolutely. And I thought Cam was going to switch there for a minute. He looked like he was thinking about it, but does decide to stay on the Strange, which for the team up definitely makes sense.
Well, changing your composition after so much success tonight would be considered strange, right?
Exactly. I agree. And I haven't been able to watch so far. We could see a cheeky portal here to start.
I would love to see a cheeky portal here. I don't think we did in map 1, so
that could potentially set the tone.
I'm interested to see how St. Paul looks to hold this, because tonight is just hasn't clearly gone their way. We've seen moments of brilliance out of our opponent tonight, but definitely would love to see how they do this. You know, I would love to see a strange portal where they do it where it goes behind them in the circle and allows DPS players to actually shoot them in the back. I would love to see that type of portal.
Yep,
that might happen here. Here we go. All right, so here's that textbook play. Oh, well, there's traffic.
And looks like you were right.
Okay, so this might be a backline jump here versus jumping on top.
You know, and I actually really like Groot on this map, so I can't blame the other team for the Groot choice, but I don't think it's been effective enough against the Camp Hill team. As
a Groot main myself, I love seeing Groot gameplay. I mean, unfortunately, the other Groot actually hasn't had much success tonight, but I do love me some Groot.
And we see, I think, 2, if not 3, go down. And just like that, it's over.
It's over. The portal into the back line will clean that one up. Even with the Adam Warlock self-res, the cocoon is too far away to stand on point. And that is a very dominant map 3 coming out of Camp Hill there.
And the sweep to let everybody else know that Camp Hill is not here to mess around when it comes to Marvel Rivals.
Camp Hill has come to play. We assembled our Avengers. Absolutely. And we have taken care of St. John's today.
Well, now, I believe we're going to have some post-game interviews.
We're going to have some post-game interviews. So, sorry, folks. You've seen my face enough tonight. I'm going to step down and let Coach Christian take over.
I get to do it.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to let the expert handle the interviews, of course. We're going to get some players in here. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Let me shimmy over real quick.
Yeah, you might want to
I gotta
hit the audible.
Okay, everybody. As we get ready for these post-game interviews, you'll just have to bear with us real quick. And here comes my first one. I'm not even ready. Oh my gosh, I'm in panic mode. Landon.
Hello.
Talk to me a little bit. How are you feeling after that domination of a series?
It was such a fun series of games.
So Landon, we saw you on tank. What's going through your mind as a new? Obviously, you have your Overwatch history, but what's going through your mind with a new team behind you, being used to that tank role? How are you keeping them involved? How are you telling them where you want to go?
I mean, really, it was just a lot of inspiration, just constantly keeping the team together. And my main job was, if we have an advantage, I can jump forward and we can take advantage of said advantage. And on the flip side, if we're kind of defending, I can just be there to peel. That was my job, and I think everyone performed their jobs extremely well. Supports did an amazing job healing, keeping the team together. DPS did a great job killing, and then Tanks did a good job tanking. It was just a very fun series, and I think we did very well. And going forward, this looks great going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw there a lot of the team-ups built around you and the other tank, Cam. What are you guys working on in the background? Potentially give us a little inside scoop when it comes to the team-ups.
So the Gamma Trio is based around Hulk's Gamma Radiation and powers Iron Man and Doctor Strange's main damaging abilities. And this leads to a tank that can shred people, a DPS that can shred people, and it's an overall well-constructed comp, and that's the main comp that we ran around. When they banned Iron Man, we also have a backup comp with Venom, which uses the Penny and Venom team-up.
And finally here, as we creep towards Season 1, and unfortunately no new tank, at least not quite yet, but are you looking forward to the new characters and the Fantastic Four and all that stuff?
Yeah, especially, I mean, it's going to be so fun. I mean, even Mr. Fantastic himself sort of turns into a tank as a duelist, which is pretty interesting to think about, having perhaps maybe like a 3 duelist sort of comp, but have one of them being Mr. Fantastic to sort of flex between those 2 roles.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time up here. I'll let you get back and celebrate a little bit, but I know I look forward, I think I can speak for all of us, we look forward to see some more out of you specifically and the team, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up we have... I don't know yet. No one's walking over here. I was going to do this really cool thing. Okay, never mind. Next up, we have Owen. Owen on the... I got to talk about it first. On the Jeff. Just the picking Jeff, the turret Jeff. Owen, talk to me a little bit as you're playing Jeff. What's going through your mind?
Well, really what's going on in my mind is hold down left click, look towards, or right click, look towards your... No, wait. Yeah, left click, look towards your team, press E. That's simple.
You know, luckily Jeff is one of the simpler characters, you know, and you know your role, right?
Yes.
Hold down your primary fire, walk towards your teammates.
Yes, I am not a damage-dealing Jeff, probably because I can't aim.
Absolutely. So we see a little bit more of the support come through. What made you really choose that role? Was it a certain character? Was it just kind of your style of play? Talk to me a little bit about that.
The character and my style of play, you know, that was my role, so that's what I got to do.
Okay, perfect.
Plus, I also have fun doing it.
And so we saw there, especially with your guys, right? We saw Iron Man 2 times. We saw Hela 1 time. Players that or characters that can be a little harder to heal. Is there anything you're telling your team to making sure that they are getting the heals from you or Evie, your other healer?
Nah, I kind of just focus on healing them so that they can keep fighting and not have to worry about asking for heals. I just look around for whoever needs heals.
Perfect. And give me a little bit of an inside scoop. Anything you guys are working towards? Anything you guys are going to keep in the background a little bit after a kind of a domination that we saw from today's performance?
Not much.
Okay, well, perfect. And finally here, of course, Season 1 coming up very soon.
Yeah.
Are we excited for the new characters?
Yes.
Obviously, we get a new healer. We're going to be trying out
Yes,
the
I'm a big One Piece fan, so, and the fact that he's made of rubber, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much, Owen. I'll let you get back and celebrate with your team a little bit, but congratulations on the W.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Looks like we are going to have Lachlan, a.k.a. Locked In Sham. Just, I think, probably the meanest Star-Lord I've ever seen. Lachlan, talk to me a little bit, especially about that last game on the Venom map. That pick you had on the Groot and then you used your ult. What's going through your mind in that moment?
When I got that pick, I was just like, I need to kill more people and get the site cleared so nobody pushes on site. So I just popped off, pushed the healers because that's my job, push the healers, and that's really what was going through my mind at that moment.
Yeah, so Lachlan, I think you're a little bit of a special case, right? Because we see that Fortnite perspective and all of that. How much do you think that transfers over into Marvel Rivals?
Well, I played Overwatch before that, so that kind of helped.
Okay.
But Fortnite, maybe I gotta think about that. I don't know, just game sense and stuff, kind of just
Well, and you're third-person aiming, right?
Yeah,
getting
third-person.
used to all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, just getting all. I'm kind of used to that stuff.
Yep.
Third-person aiming, shooting people in third person.
So obviously we saw. I don't know if it was every round. Unfortunately did not get to watch every round. But we saw Star-Lord come through at least one, if not, I believe, 2 maps out of the 3. What made you pick Star-Lord? Is it his movability? What really locked you in on the damaged Star-Lord character?
Well, the thing about Star, I love the movement. It's just so fun because you can just go around, just run around. Nobody can really hit you. I like the beaming. It's kind of automatic. I like that. Namor is more of he's not really automatic. He just shoots
I get you.
one.
Yep.
So I kind of like Star because he's more automatic and. Yeah.
Okay, and finally here, obviously we have Season 1 coming up in the next couple of days. Are you looking forward towards the new characters? Are you going to try out any of the new characters?
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
I'm excited for Reed Richards.
Perfect.
I want to try him out.
Yeah, absolutely. And then he being your role, he's a damage, potentially switch to tank, so it'll be really interesting to see how he does. Well, Lachlan, thank you so much for your time up here.
Yep.
Congratulations on your win, and we look forward to seeing what you guys can do later on.
Thank you.
All right, I believe my last one, if she slowly makes her way up here, someone that is no stranger to the booth, someone that is up here all the time. Our mantis queen and main, Evie. Evie, talk to me a little bit about your mantis pick and how you got on the healer role.
Healer role? Well, so we had everyone else doing such great on their own roles. So we need a healer, and I was like, hey, I really enjoy playing Manus. And there we go. And then I was Manus main. I enjoy Manus the most out of all the healers personally, but I can play if we need them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Manus is, at least right now, probably one of, if not the best healer in the game. So, it does not surprise me that we see that pick come through. We talk. I asked Owen the same thing. I want to ask you as well. We saw you guys play a comp that had Iron Man a couple rounds, had Hela, had Star-Lord a couple rounds, which are characters that are a little bit harder to hit with your heals. What are you doing to make sure that they are healed as much as you can heal them?
First of all, comms are one of the most important, because I'm not always focusing on looking up at them, because I have like 4 other people in front of me that I can focus on. So comms the most, they're gonna either ping themselves or they're gonna be like, yo, look up, I need some heals, right? And I try to mostly damage boost them for the most part, since they don't get hit as much as everyone else, but they do like the most damage.
And we saw there, so Mantis is one of the more unique healers, right? Because of her kit design with her kind of we'll say roughly her material management. In these more competitive situations, is there anything that you are extra aware of when it comes to making sure that you have your leafs up so that way you can heal and damage boost?
Well, when you hit a headshot, you do get a leaf back. I tend personally to use all my leafs and be like, oh, right, I forgot. That's the best part. We have 2 healers, right? So I'm not the only healer. I try to get more of the people who are far away, because we either have Jeff sometimes, and he gets more of the people down below. But yeah, I'm definitely making sure I always have at least 1 leaf on me. And then, yeah,
absolutely. Well, finally here we'll close it out with, of course, Season 1 coming up in the next couple days. Are you looking forward to Invisible Girl and Reed Richards? You gonna try out any of the new characters?
Probably Invisible, probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious to try her out myself. Again, I know but as the Luna main, she'll be very interesting from a healer perspective. But thank you so much for your time up here.
Of course, thank you.
It was a pleasure, and let you get back and celebrate with your team a little bit. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are now. Oh wait, I need Coach Connor. I don't know what I'm thinking. I need to interview the man himself. Coach Connor. Hey, my streaming producer, can you go get Coach Connor for me? Thank you so much. I almost ended it, guys. I almost robbed you of your coach interview, and I'm so sorry for that, because that's just not like me. But here he comes, the GOAT, the Overwatch and Marvel Rivals coach, as he hits the mic, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Connor. Coach Connor, how are we feeling after that domination of a Game 1?
I feel a little bad.
A little bad for the other team, hopefully.
Yep, definitely feeling bad for the other team. I just think we overall have more experience in other games that are similar, like Overwatch, Valorant, kind of, with the teamwork. So that kind of just gives us a really, really big advantage.
Absolutely.
I mean, it showed. We kind of rolled them. I personally have a lot of experience in Rivals. I've been playing it a lot since it first released. And it kind of translates into my ability to coach it really well, and kind of very familiar what team comps work really well together.
Yeah, so we saw some team comps come through. We saw main 2. Is there anything you guys are experimenting with, you guys are going to try out, especially with the release of new characters coming up within the next couple days?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have to see how the new characters play out and how they're played. But we are going to get a little freaky. We're going to learn. I'm having one of my DPS players learn Wolverine.
Okay.
So you might see some You might see some people get kidnapped by Wolverine.
Okay.
And maybe throw a tank off the map or two.
Yep.
So, might get a little evil.
Absolutely, and we saw a lot of team synergy come through on a team that has not played together. I mean, obviously this being their first competitive match tonight. Is there anything specifically you want to give credit to or kind of harp on with how the team played overall or as individuals?
Yeah, definitely. Leading up to this, we've only had 1 or 2 practices, so I gave them a team comp I wanted them to play, which was that Iron Man, Hulk, Doctor Strange, all that stuff you saw.
The Gamma.
I gave them that one. That way they just focus one character, and they can focus on playing it as a team instead of learning a new character every time.
Absolutely.
It's just play the same comp, and then we're just going to practice our teamwork, which obviously helps a lot. They don't have to worry about learning a new character, and then they just play together. There being hero bans after every map, obviously you can't do it all the time because if one thing's really good, they're just going to ban it, which is what happened on map 2. That team comp kind of I just came up with on the spot before the match, kind of expecting them to target ban one of our players, which they banned Iron Man for map 2. It happens. If someone's doing really good, they're going to ban that character. So I think that's kind of what puts us ahead is our ability to play more than one comp.
Absolutely, and finally here, we talked about the new season. We talked about the noviceness of roughly to say of your guys' team. Anything you guys are hoping to improve in the next couple weeks, of course, until we get to the big spring season.
Yeah, honestly, I think these kids have a lot of potential. Way better than a lot of people I've seen that are just brand new to the game. It is a brand new game, so with my experience in the game, in my ability to coach these kids really gives them an advantage over the average player.
Yep.
And it shows in Evie Animal Team. She's already gold 3 and the game just released. And I expect all my players can hit that rank quite easily. And it kind of shows in the gameplay. They all play at a really really high level, I should say. But I think this upcoming season, it can change some things. I don't think it'll affect the players all too much. I think they're a great group of kids. And I think they're just going to keep having fun. The goal for this winter season, though, is I would love to stay undefeated.
Of course.
Start off strong, finish strong.
Set the tone early.
Yep, and then go into spring season with people given kind of scared to play us. Get that mental game early.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Coach Connor, for your time.
Yep.
I know you got to address and celebrate with your team a little bit, so won't keep you up here too much longer. Again, thank you, and congratulations on the victory, and we're looking forward to seeing more from you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, thank you guys all so much. I know it was a little messy tonight. Marvel Rivals caught us a little off guard, obviously, being prepped to stream it and all that fun stuff. But I promise, as weeks continue, we will have it much more clean. Everything will be set up and a little more organized. And with that being said, of course, tomorrow we will have Valorant. Look forward to that. I always look forward to Valorant. One of the main reasons is because I get to stand up here and talk to you guys. But yes, of course, tomorrow, Valorant. Look forward to that. Look forward to next upcoming weeks as we continue to stream matches every single day of the week except for Fridays. And with that being said, from myself, Coach Christian, from my lovely co-caster for the couple matches, Coach Jonathan, and all the other coaches, that is it for us at Valhalla and Camp Hill. So good night, and thank you, everybody.